I don't know, I learned this trick in theater where you just Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Ashley and welcome to Ashley's Roses. Today, I am doing my everyday makeup routine. But before I begin, let me just state that I am not a beauty guru. I'm low-key kind of nervous about doing this video because I don't know how to explain stuff very well, and I know for a fact I don't use the right brushes, but I make it look okay. So yeah, but a lot of people have been asking me to do this, so I'm gonna do this. So the first thing I do is apply my Celestial moisturizer from Lush. If you want to see my skincare routine video, I will link it below. Then I apply my Burt's Bees Pomegranate Lip Balm. So we're going to be skipping a couple steps. I actually don't wear foundation or concealer or anything like that. Primer, I guess the moisturizer primer, but I don't put on concealer, I don't put on foundation, I don't put on blush, I don't put on highlighter. The only time I put those on is when I'm in a production or when I'm doing photo shoots or really fancy events, but nah, I don't do that. I use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette, and I like this palette because the colors are really pigmented and they show up more on my skin better than other eyeshadow palettes, so that's why I use this one. For the colors I'm going to use today, I tend to stick to these colors a lot. So I start with the Tempera and I put that all over my lid. So I actually didn't start wearing makeup until freshman year of high school. Reasoning because I was homeschooled, so I didn't really need to wear makeup. And I wasn't in a lot of shows until high school. Or I was in shows, but we didn't really wear makeup. Or if we did, someone did it for us. So high school is where I learned how to do it, and a lot of my friends put it on my face, or they taught me how. My friend Cynthia actually taught me how to apply eyeliner and foundation and mascara to my face. But everything else I learned from my friend Jess and Miss Jess Joni on YouTube. And later on, when I got more into makeup, my friend Lily showed me more. But that's how I learned. And then I'm gonna go with the color Venetian Red, and I'm gonna put that on crease, this part, this area. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I actually bring it down a little bit to the lid. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing, y'all. So it looks pretty crazy right now. It looks like I'm in an 80s music video or something. Like, look at that. That's just intense right now. But then I take my blending brush. See, I know words. Take my blending brush and I just blend it down into the lid. I don't know what I'm saying. I just blend it. Why am I doing this video? That's my question. Then I take the Beyond, did I say that? Beyond Fresco, and I put it a little bit on the lid. gosh. Then I take Cypress Umber and I put it in the corner of in the outer crease area. And I know I'm using the wrong brush for it. I know that for a fact. No one has to point that out. But this is what I do, and it works. I just kind of make like a little triangle with it on the outer corner of the crease. And then I take my blending brush and I blend that. I don't put a lot of Cypress Umber. Sometimes I do if I want it to be darker. And then I go from the inner part of the lid with a little bit of Vermeer, but not a lot. Just a little bit to add a little bit of sparkles, because who doesn't love sparkles? And then I go back over it with a blending brush just to make sure it all looks smooth. I do leave a little bit of the Vermeer in the inner corner of the lids. That way it just causes where you just put a little bit of like white or something shiny in the part of your eye, and it kind of catches the light when you're on stage. So I've just done that ever since. So now I move on to eyeliner, and I do use liquid eyeliner, and I use the Wet n Wild Mega Eyeliner just because it's easier to use. I've used a lot of different eyeliners, but this one so far is my favorite. So next I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and I use dark brown. This one I found it just works really well. So I don't really have to fill in too much of my brow because I already have pretty thick brows. So next I go over with a little bit of Maybelline New York Lash. That's my color, the accent coming out. I go over a little bit of Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. I don't know. This is just one that Mrs. Johnlin suggested for me. So this is the one I've stuck with ever since. I don't really go over with the eyelash curler just because A, I'm really bad at eyelash curlers, and B, my eyelash is already pretty thick, and I don't know, I'm just able to kind of curl it without the curler. But mostly because I'm really bad and I always pinch my skin and then I mess up my eyeshadow, and I just get very, very annoyed with that. For my lipstick, I use the Revlon 300 Coffee Bean. I don't even know if they make this anymore because I've had this for that long. But I used to use a lot of NYX lipsticks and lip glosses, but I found to go back to Revlon, and I like this one instead because I feel like I don't really have to explain that. But I don't like to put on too much just because I don't need a ton of it. I just like to put a little bit on just to give my lips a little bit of color. So that is my everyday makeup routine. I can actually do this under 10 minutes. Thank you, theater, for teaching me that. But very simple, not too many products. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, follow any of my social media, and check out last week's video, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.